Hello guys, the show here. Just want to make a new video on how to craft Flask on your own. There's some ways of crafting Flask. More specifically, we are talking about utility Flask, live Flask as well. Unique Flask we couldn't really craft it, so only utility Flask today. So there are some things that I want to talk about utility Flask. So you want to check out the mods on PoEDB to see what the mods you can get from utility Flask. So you can see there's a list of Flask mods here. You have the prefix and your suffix on the right. Usually the suffix are very important and the prefix are somewhat important. Usually the suffix is super important, like the ones that are removing freeze, removing ignite, removing bleed, shock, poison, curse. These are all very important suffix. Usually if you are running utility Flask, you're gonna run almost all utility Flask you're gonna run such removal. Unless you're immune to this effect, then you probably want something else. Then for prefix, they are somewhat important because you have those like increased maximum charge, reduce charge use, which are somewhat similar, but I gotta talk about the difference soon. So these two are good because you can use your Flask more. So for example, this Flask, right? Let's say if I don't have the reduced charge use, it might be 21/40, let's say, right? 21/40. Then if I use it once, right, it's gonna use the entire Flask. So let's say, look at this, 31/60, right? It's over by 1. So let's say if I press a Flask, it goes to empty instantly. But if this one is 15/40, it's not even half. See, I use it like half of it. Then I press it again, it is gone, right? So maximum charge, reduced charge, very important. Difference between these two, I would say reduced charge is better because you can use the Flask faster because it doesn't cost that much. But increased maximum charge, the cost of the charges is still the same, so you have to kill like the same amount of monster to be able to use the Flask. But reduced charge, you kill lesser monsters, but you are able to use it straight away and get the full effect. So I would say reduced charge is the best if you want to have multiple use of it. Then increased charge recovery and like gain flash charge when you do critical, and all this are good when you're playing critical build. In general, they are pretty good. Somewhat like right beside reduced charge use. It really depends on what style you want. They are somewhat similar, I would say. Increased effect, increased duration are good, and I would say increased effect and increased duration are good when paired with removal of curse, because once the effect is gone, the curse will come back. It's not like remove bleed, right? Remove bleed, the bleed is gone for good, but curse is the map curse, and like with duration, remove curse is pretty good. And also gain charge when hit by enemy. This one is good when you're pulling Tick Jack. This is good, but in general I would say reduce charge or maximum charge is good. Then for suffix, usually the removal are good unless you are playing like Tick Juggernaut, which you are immune to quite a lot of ailments. You could go for a little bit more damage of a suffix, but we gotta talk about how to craft a Flask with good reduced charge and as well as a good suffix. Some ways of doing it is just by spamming iterations and hope that you hit reduced charge and also one removal, but you have to be very lucky to hit that. So the way we're gonna do this is with Bestiary. Bestiary allows you to craft a mod onto the Flask. You can choose, you want to craft bleed removal, you want to craft freeze removal. You have the options. So what we are doing here is just rolling the prefix and hope that we don't get a suffix, and also hitting the prefix that we want. So I want to hit at least 24% reduce charge use, just the prefix itself. So you just gonna spam iterations. So once you actually roll the mods that you want, the prefix that you want, for example, you roll like a perfect reduce charge use so that you can use it 2 times instead of once. What you're gonna do next is that you're gonna bring it to the bistro, put the Flask in. This is not the Flask, it has a suffix already, but it's just a demonstration. Put the Flask in with a prefix. You must have an open suffix, okay? And Flask can only have one prefix and one suffix. So once you have the prefix that you want, for example, like this live Flask as well, the prefix is instant recovery. With an open suffix, we put it in. For all the Flasks that are not unique, it's the same process. Then you can put it in and move to this area where it says add a mod to a Flask. You find the mod that you want. The way you see which mod these are is that you go to PODB, search for the name by clicking on it. For example, remove freeze is called hit, remove burning is called dosing. If you want this, for example, remove freeze, then look at this, adds of hit suffix. So it's basically remove freeze. You just press craft, you're gonna fight a bunch of monsters that are gonna come out from the cage. Once you actually defeat all the monsters, you can get your Flask back and it will have a crafted suffix that you want. So that's the way you're gonna craft the Flask for the late game. Usually reduce charge is good, and with a good suffix like removal is generally what you want for the Flask. PoEDB is a really good site, so I'm gonna use it to check the mods that you want. So that's the end of the guide to craft your Flask. Hope you guys learned something, and you can check me out on stream or on my YouTube. Subscribe for more content. Otherwise, see you on the next one.